coming up next on Growing Chatham. Our Visit North Carolina Farms app participants, Little Way Farm wants you to know about their first Saturday events. And Jordan Lake Christmas Tree Farm is getting ready for the holiday season, and they want you to sign up now to make Christmas memories at their farm. Then we're going to find out about the changing colors in the leaves during the fall season. And after that, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and we want to make sure that your food is safe during the holiday season. Then last but not least, we all like to save money, and I'm going to show you how you can save money by using your library card. All of this is coming up next on Growing Chatham. Let's get started. Welcome to Growing Chatham. I'm Tiffany Hancock, North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center. We're going to head out to Little Way Farm and find out about their first Saturday events that happen the first Saturday of each month.
We're Joe and Michelle Sroka, and we run Little Way Farm in Chatham County.
We're just finishing up our 5th growing season here, and we try to follow regenerative practices and mimic natural systems as best that we can. We're raising beef, pork, chicken, we do eggs and turkeys as well. And just a couple months ago we rolled out first Saturdays on the farm, so between 10 to 1 on Saturday you can come visit the farm, shop in our new farm store, walk the farm, we'll do tours, you can see the animals and meet our family on those Saturdays. This is the porch of our farm store. We host our first Saturday of the month gatherings. A good friend of ours, Logan Parker at Heirloom Builders, built this for us, and we tried to reuse materials from the farm as much as we could. So the outside of the building is oak boards that were grown and milled here and ripped off of another barn on our property. We tore those out, pounded the nails out, and got to reuse them for this project. So we have a lot of fun here in this space, hosting folks on first Saturdays. We do a lot of family gatherings here. And then we also do all of our order fulfillment for shipping and regional pickups, and our home delivery all happens out of this same space. So we're really excited about the functionality of it and getting to share this space with the community. We're hoping to do some on-farm dinners in the future, so continue to follow us and look out for those types of events. But we just thought we'd give you a brief look inside and see what our store looks like in anticipation of you guys coming and paying a visit soon. These are all our pasture-raised eggs. We're also carrying cream top milk from our friends at Ramloo Dairy in Eli Whitney. We carry their whole milk, low-fat milk, chocolate milk, buttermilk. It's all really delicious, non-homogenized. So you leave it in your refrigerator overnight, and in the morning you've got the cream all risen to the top. It's really great milk.
We are also selling honey from our friend Dustin at Blue Fork Creek Farm. This is 100% natural honey. It contains both the pollen and the bee propolis, so it's really healthy and good for you, and it's local, so it's going to change color. The way that you know that it's natural actually is it will eventually crystallize, and this tells you that it's actually raw honey. The way that you fix this is you just stick this in a pot of warm water and it will liquefy again. Okay, but you can also see the color variation, and honey is going to change color throughout the seasons as the bees find different sources of pollen. So especially in the late summer and fall with goldenrod, it's going to get a really nice deep amber color to the honey. Okay. We also sell Lindley Mills flowers. So for those of you who know, Lindley Mills is, I think, an 8th or 9th generation mill in Graham, North Carolina, and it's all organic. So we have their oat bran muffin mix, their 100% organic stone ground grits, and then we're also offering all-purpose flour and super sprouted wheat flour. So this is flour in which the wheat grain is sprouted, which is increased nutrition. It's also improved digestibility for people who find wheat products hard to digest. We also have a bargain cooler. So this is something you can only access if you come to our farm store. So we encourage you to come visit. But everything in here is marked down. So we have packages of things that are a little bit smaller. We have a few things with broken seals that are still just as good. This is what we eat, but probably not good enough to sell at our top retail price. So this is something that, again, if you're on a budget, you can come in here, rummage around, find really good food to eat, and pay at a reduced price.
This is our frozen meats cooler. We sell beef, pork, chicken, and lamb. And all that can be found here in our freezer on the store. But I just wanted to highlight a couple of our unique products. One thing that we do offer is traditional dry cured salami. So this is our pork made from a very high-end salami maker, and it's USDA inspected. They grind their spices for their salami the morning of production, and then it's dry cured for 4 to 5 weeks. It's a really great, just a great product if you're doing a charcuterie board or having people over for dinner. Another neat trick we like to do is leave it frozen and run it through a cheese grater, and then you can top your salads with it and get a lot of protein real quick and easy that way. A couple of our other neat products, we just got this a few weeks ago. It's our Manganero beer sausage. So we partnered with Siler City's first and newest brewery, Thirsty Skull Brewery. And we're using their pressure drop IPA. It's our pork, and then mangoes and habanero peppers. It's a real great sausage. It's been real popular here. And then we also offer a half smoke sausage. It's kind of unique. A lot of farmers in the area have a beef product or a pork product, but this is a beef and pork sausage with freshly ground spices, mustard and garlic, paprika. And it's just a really, really good sausage. And we have all those here. You can order these online, but these are some unique things you may not see everywhere else. You can find our products online on our website at littlewayfarmsilercity.com. We offer on-farm pickup as well as regional deliveries in the area, and then we also offer home delivery from Raleigh to Winston-Salem.
Thanks for watching this.
As soon as Thanksgiving is all finished, folks start putting up Christmas trees. So why not make memories at Jordan Lake Christmas Tree Farm? Let's find out how you can get your Christmas tree from Jordan Lake Christmas Tree Farm.
Welcome to the Jordan Lake Christmas Tree Farm. And we're in northeast Chatham County. And we started our Christmas tree farm about 28 years ago. We took it over from another family that lived here. So we allow people to come out, cut their own, as well as we can cut for you. We have so many people come out and have such fun at Christmas time. We thought it would be great to open the farm to the public to get a sense of just being outdoors and having a good time. So we are trying to do a lot of agritourism business here at the farm. We've had the varieties of Christmas trees. We also have a Christmas shop. Local artisans and producers sell in our shop, as well as do US-made products in the shop. And all of that information on our website at jordanlakechristmas.com.
If you have not downloaded the Visit North Carolina Farms app, do so today. It's the app that connects the consumers with the farmers. You can download the app from the Google Play Store or from the App Store. You can find out more by visiting their website, visitncfarmstoday.com. Now we're going to find out about the changing colors in the leaves and how long these colors will last.
The colors that we see in the fall in our leaves are actually there pretty much year round. It's just they're masked by the green color of the leaf. And that green pigment, we call it chlorophyll. And it's important in the food production, and that's all done in the chlorophyll, and that's called photosynthesis. So in the fall, that green pigment starts to dissolve and then unmasks the other colors. Really, the yellows to orange pigments that are in the leaf then begin to show up. What triggers fall colors is really by day length and temperature. So as days get shorter, so we have shorter days, which means less light, and nights get longer, And then with cooler temperatures, that triggers within the plant to respond and begin to prepare for the winter months. Now, how bright they are or how vibrant they are can be influenced by weather. And really it's soil moisture. That's when we see that the trees begin to produce more vibrant colors. And so cool nights, sunny days, we'll see our most vibrant colors produced by the trees. You can see fall colors beginning at the beginning of October at the real high elevations in our state, you know, Mount Mitchell, Grandfather Mountain, those locations here in North Carolina. As the weeks pass, those colors come down the mountainside. So as we move down in elevation and get into the Piedmont, the coastal plain, our colors change. So it's almost kind of like a wave of water going across the state, in the sense that it's a wave of color. And so if you miss the peak in the mountains, you can always see the peaks in the Piedmonts that are peaking colors on the coastal plain. So we get about a 6-week period in which the colors are moving across the state, in which we have opportunities to see them at their peaks. About 60% of our state is forested, and when the rain falls on that forest, it filters the water that turns into our drinking water. Forests are a vital part of our state's economy. Almost a $34 billion economic contribution by the forest and forest industry in our state, which is one of the largest manufacturing sectors in our state. Tourism is about a $25 billion industry in our state, and our natural resources play an important role in that, especially in the fall when fall color season's around. When thinking about where to go to look for fall colors, sometimes it's good to get off the beaten path and avoid the more congested parks that people are, you know, very familiar with, places like Pilot Mountain or Grandfather Mountain. Those are important parks to visit and go to, but if you're looking for something more local, don't forget to check out the less known state parks. We also have several educational state forests in North Carolina. Those are always a great place to visit and see the forest and learn about the forest in our state, and a great place to go see fall colors, as well as many of our local community parks, or even just walking out on a greenway. Besides getting a chance to see the great fall colors, it's also good for our health.
It's that time of the year again. Getting together with friends and family. And of course, when friends and family get together, there will always be food. And we want to make sure that you're handling your food safely, because no one wants to get sick during the holiday season. Here are 2 videos from our homegrown channel to help keep you and your family safe.
So a lot of recipes now call for people to brine their turkey. What's the best way to do that safely?
The best way to do that is to make sure that you're not doing it in a way where you're gonna spread whatever's on the outside of that turkey all throughout your kitchen. Brining's great from a taste standpoint, allows us to add some salts in there, which can also soften the meat up, make it a little more tender. But remember that anything's on the outside. As soon as I put water in it, it's gonna sort of move into that water, and now I can splash it all over the place. So how I've brined in the past is I get a really big bag, and you can buy bags at grocery stores that are big enough for turkey brining. I put my turkey in there. I will actually do this outside in the garage, so I'm not gonna contaminate my kitchen area where I'm gonna be doing any of my meal preparation. Take that bag, fill up with the brine, water, any of the spices that are in there, tie it up. I actually will double bag it because I wanna brine mine in the refrigerator overnight, usually like 12 hours, but I'm really careful to make sure that I'm not leaking any liquid out.
Is it safe to brine in a large bucket, which is what I see a lot of? And how do you keep the temperature in the right range if you're going to be brining in that situation?
Such a great question. Same kind of thing. I would make sure that that bucket is meant for food. What I really worry about on temperature on that is that as it's sitting there, I'm going to try and brine it for 10 or 12 hours, that it's going to start getting to ambient temperature, and then I get some growth of the nasty bugs that we're worried about, I would brine it in ice. So I would get a situation where I've got this bucket, I drop my turkey in there, and then I'm gonna put ice on top of that to make sure that I'm keeping it below 41 degrees. And then I'm gonna monitor it with a thermometer.
After a big meal, how long can the turkey sit out safely before you have to cut off the meat and get it stowed in the refrigerator?
What I like to do is almost immediately afterwards, I'm already getting it into bags. In fact, sometimes before we even start eating. The real goal is to get it refrigerated and chilled as quick as possible, because it's going to extend not only the quality of that food, but really is where the safety aspect comes in.
A concern that a lot of people have is that they don't want to put food in the refrigerator while it's still hot. Do you let it cool a little bit before you put it in, or can you just go ahead and put it directly into the fridge?
You can really put it directly into the fridge. We used to have that concern when we had older models of refrigerators that cycled. Modern refrigerators, and by modern I mean anything that is as old as we are, those refrigerators don't really kick on and kick off, and you don't get this like overwhelming aspect of heat in there.
So for other sides, like mashed potatoes or stuffing or whatever, is it the same thing? Do you put it into smaller containers so that it will cool more quickly?
Yep, it's really the same thing. And now all of a sudden I've got maybe 6 or 8 different things that I'm trying to manage in my refrigerator. And I don't want to overload the refrigerator in a sense of putting things on top of one another. I'm not worried about the collective heat that's there, but I don't want to have 4 or 5 things that are stacked on top of one another. It doesn't matter what those dishes are, but it's the same thing.
You don't want the food insulating
Exactly.
itself from cooling down.
Yep, absolutely.
How long can we have our holiday leftovers in the fridge? How long is it going to be safety and still taste good?
Most of the time, the recommendations that are out there are 3 days, 3 to 4 days. And that recommendation is based on really what's the temperature of your refrigerator. So I set my refrigerator below 41 degrees, I like to hold it somewhere around 38, 39. At that temperature, I can keep those leftovers for 7 days. Because 3 days, Matt, it's not enough time.
Did you know that your library card can save you quite a bit of money if you enjoy books and magazines? Let me show you how. Today, I want to show you how you can save money just by using your library card. Do you love to read magazines or books? Do you enjoy genealogy and following your family's roots? You know how expensive those things can get. If you do not have a library card, let me show you how you can access that. Just visit the county library's website and complete the form and hit submit. Once you submit that form, a librarian will contact you with all your information. If you'd rather go to the library in person to get your library card, that's totally fine. A librarian will be happy to assist you. Are you ready to start saving money? Let me show you how. So when you visit the Chatham County Library's website, you will find featured online resources at the bottom of the page. For genealogy, we have the African American Heritage website. And another website that's offered is Ancestry.com. Newspapers.com is also available. This free version that's offered through the Chatham County Library offers newspapers from Chatham County's past. Now we're going to move on to find out how you can save money by borrowing books through the North Carolina Kids Digital Library. The North Carolina Kids Digital Library has an array of books for children of all ages. The next resource is Novel List Plus. Novel List Plus is a reader's resource. Through North Carolina Live, you're on your way to Novel List Plus. Here you can find books for all ages, from children to adults. And while you're in this portal, you can click on Learning Express Library. Where you can find tests, tutorials, ebooks, and more. And last but not least, we are going to visit the E-Incorporated Library, where you can check out ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines. This portal offers over 42,000 titles. Now, sometimes you may have to wait for a book to become available if someone already has it checked out. And if that's the case, you would just click on Place a Hold, where you can reserve the book. I love magazines, and so I was excited to see that they had some of the most popular magazines that you can find on the newsstands. They offer magazines from other countries that you can check out as well. Just visit the Chatham County Library's website and explore all the resources that is available. And you may be amazed by how much money you really can save when you take advantage of the resources that the Chatham County Library offers. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? So next time you're at the grocery store, just walk by the magazines. Don't let them call your name. Come and read me. I've got the latest gossip. No. Just head to your computer and borrow the magazines or the books for free just by using your library card. Well, that's it for this month's Growing Chatham. Don't forget, on November the 8th, to go vote. November 11th, our office will be closed for Veterans Day, and November 24th and 25th, we will be closed for Thanksgiving. Until then, enjoy your time with your friends and family. Stay safe, and we'll see you again in December. I'm Tiffany Hancock for Growing Chatham, North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Chatham County Center. Bye.